Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a rut in Clash Royale? For this video, I want to teach you how to actually play Clash Royale by showing you some advanced unit placements you can practice to get positive elixir trades. Macro strategies that include elixir management, decision-making, different deck archetypes, how to count cards, and card rotations.
Huge thank you to Samsung Galaxy for sponsoring this entire video. We're going to be playing on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. Look at the way it folds.
Oh, it's so beautiful. You can see my wonderful card collection in Clash Royale, which is very outdated because I haven't played in years. This is app continuity. Brawl Stars opens up to a bigger screen just like that. That can nicely fold into your pocket.
You can open up multiple windows. I have Royale API just to check out the decks because Knightly Armor has a 69% win rate.
Yeah, don't mind me. I am just doing my legend attacks.
Are you actually?
This device is fantastic with a 7.6-inch interior to screen for your war attacks. Oh, it was going well. It was going well. Made it.
But we're here for Clash Royale today. I'm supposed to train you guys for the Galaxy Battle Superverse event. There's going to be Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and Brawl Stars. Y'all have trained me on your channel. Now it's my turn to train you. I promise I'll do an okay job.
OJ trained me in Clash Royale back when he only had 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, shoot. Back when I was actually good. Let's have some fun here. I want you both to craft a deck you think you can 3-crown the fastest. But you can only play cards on the left side and you can't defend the right side.
It's good this thing has Gorilla Glass Victus 2 because Royale makes me rage.
You want like high DPS cards.
I'm pretty
tanky,
sure
strong.
this deck is the Jason deck.
Jason deck?
I think, I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, so he's not going to be defending, right?
Oh, Kairos, you're doing bridge spam. No, he's not defending.
Oh my
Why do I have a
god.
giant
If you put
thing?
down the Hog Rider to tank for the Goblin Barrel, that would have taken out the tower. But Kairos is going high DPS with Minion Horde.
I didn't think about this.
Hey,
That he's not
Clone!
defending.
Kairos, you're so cheesy! There's no way! You actually thought this through!
Oh my gosh.
Rage Clone Minion Horde? Oh, so good!
That was just a practice, right? That was just a warm-up, you said.
No, that's a warm-up. Now on to the real training, micro placements. So we're gonna practice surrounding splash. Judo, I'm gonna get you to put down the hunter directly on the bridge, and then Kairos, you're gonna counter it with skeletons. You can do this
Okay.
perfectly. You won't get any tower damage, and 2 skeletons will survive.
Hunter is deployed.
If you surround it perfectly, he's only gonna hit 1 skeleton.
Oh, so close.
Oh, and he hit the tower. All right, Judo, it's your turn.
I'm gonna let him walk past me a touch and drop right on
Yep.
top. Oh no! Oh, 1 survived. Not 2,
Oh,
but
okay,
1.
okay.
No damage on the tower, though.
Let's go.
Yes!
That was
that's
it.
2
I got
skeletons.
it!
Go.
You got 2 skeletons, yes!
So I think where I messed up last time is the delay on the deployment.
You got it!
Yes!
Hi,
That's
Kairos.
the first one!
We are pros!
Now, if you do this perfectly, the bowler's only going to get 1 hit, and you're going to be up 4 elixir.
Did I get it? Oh, he got
No.
2 of them.
Because of that misplacement, that's 2 hits. 3 hits!
Oh!
4 hits!
Oh, no!
Oh, it's going to get 4 hits.
Oh.
So close.
Oh, not quite.
No,
So
this one is
close.
tricky.
Yes,
Wait,
yes.
Did he get it? Oh, no!
Almost. So close. It's a
Just
1
drop
second
him in.
delay.
Oh, here
That's
we
it.
go!
Oh!
There we go! There we go!
With that
me up.
perfect defense, he only gets 1 hit and you're up 4 elixir. You sacrificed 1 tower hit to get...
Oh,
That's the worst one.
The training is going well.
Nope.
oh no!
Well, I guess I still have until September 30th for the Galaxy Battles Superverse event, so
Now, if you do this perfectly, 2 goblins will survive.
I'm convinced.
So 2
Not
of them
1,
should survive,
but
right?
2 goblins will survive.
Wow, okay.
5
Look
or
at
6
that.
hits or whatever it was.
1,000 damage from a single misplacement.
Oh,
That's a really good placement, and that stops most of it, but it's not quite it. It's
You'll
because
have
the first one
2
killed 2 goblins.
survive?
You can wait a little bit longer for this.
is that it?
Not
Come
quite.
on. I think I did
you
the
got
same
what
as
I got.
Kairos, right? I'm still
Yeah.
going to take a hit.
Yeah, no, but you guys are learning.
Do you want to just step it up a
ready.
notch here, Kairos, and like make sure that we can get this done tonight? I'll play the bowler in the left lane, you play your bowler in the right lane, and we'll try and do this together.
Ready,
3,
set,
2,
go.
1. Let's go. Let's increase our chances.
Oh!
it's survived!
You got it, Judo! I'm a believer!
Judo, that was a really good defense.
I'm telling you,
Zero
next year,
damage in your
CRL,
tower.
You're my
We're-
coach, OJ.
We're going to be moving on to wizard versus guards now. This one's very hard to pull. You did it. You did it.
I did it!
I was about to say it's really hard to pull off, but you just did it.
Here it comes.
All
Judo.
right, Judo.
You've got this.
All
One
right,
try,
no pressure,
baby.
no
One
pressure.
try.
His splash is a bit bigger.
You
so
got
it's
it
less
too!
forgiving. See how, even though you perfectly surround it, it's still got 2 guards. Lesson 2, kiting. Kairos, I'm going to need you to kite this P.E.K.K.A. into the other lane and up. Oh!
You did
that
not
placement,
just
so
do
good,
that.
so
Was
classic.
that so good?
Now, what is beneficial about this is that both Princess Towers ended up hitting it, but what happens here is that they can counter push, and that P.E.K.K.A. is going to get 2 hits on the tower, and if Judo placed down Dark Goblin Musketeer, you'd be doomed. P.E.K.K.A. got 3 hits there.
Oh, so I didn't do
4
it.
hits.
So I didn't wait long enough. I should have done it later.
Okay, I'm gonna let him take a little bit of damage. Scoop him across. Come on, come on.
Oh, no, not quite. It needs to be in the other lane. Kairos, you can kite this and put down the Dark Goblin in the other lane. Right in the middle. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
now it's going to
baby.
continue going for the Ice Golem. You're going to neutralize the threat, and he's not going to be able to counterattack, and you're up 5 elixir now.
Positive elixir trade.
You have a Dark Goblin.
The lane.
You can put down the Ice Golem in the other lane now.
Oh, that was
a
too
little
far away.
high. The Ice Golem has to look like it's closer than the Princess Tower.
Put it down now. Yes.
Yes.
Now
Okay,
Dark Goblin.
in the back. Yes.
There we go.
It's not quite in the other lane, so it's not going to be supported by the Ice Golem, but that's essentially the same principles. You're going to take out the P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to build into archetypes, and knowing Hog Tornado interactions is going to be very important. Kairos, I challenge you to activate the King Tower without getting any hits on the Princess.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Go.
Ooh. Oh, sorry. I moved it at the last second.
still
a
possible.
Tiny little bit.
Nope.
Oh,
I
no.
tried
You
pulling
need to
it
be a
down.
little one tile lower.
There we are, Kairos.
I'm ready.
It's possible.
So you have. Oh, I was. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, 1 tile lower. That would have been perfect. That was perfect timing. But if it was a tile lower, it is very hard, but it's possible.
Just clip. Oh.
Yes!
Yes!
No hits!
I got it!
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah! It's right as the Hog's about to raise his hammer, and you do it. All right, Judo, you got this.
I don't know if I've ever done that before with no hits on the tower.
Judo, you were so close! Right as it's about to...
I think this is it.
Right.
Oh,
come on.
You did get it. You
Let's
did get
go.
it.
That's still a win. If you can activate the King Tower and you only get 1 hit, that's a win.
Oh, I see what you're doing, because then the King Tower can defend for you, right? Even though you lose
Exactly.
damage.
Exactly. Right now.
Yes!
Yes!
Finally.
Judo, you
Yes!
did it! Yes! That's the perfect tornado pull.
Yes.
Oh. An experienced 2.6 hog player isn't going to put the hog in the center of the bridge like that. So what's going to happen here is you're going to be able to activate the King Tower, but 90% of the time, your Princess Tower will get hit. And if you're too greedy, you might even miss tornado. So what I recommend is to tornado it right as the hog rider gets 1 hit. Let's get a King activation here. 1 princess hit is okay.
Yes,
Perfect.
you got it.
That was wonderful. It's very difficult to not get a princess hit. It's almost safer to let it get 1 hit.
Yeah.
Because
see that.
what will happen is the hog will jump back on the princess tower if it didn't get the first hit. On to the next lesson, buildings. I've never actually sat down to teach anyone this. This is cool.
This is fun.
Private lesson.
For building placements, the best placement is 4 tiles from the bridge and 2 tiles from the defending princess tower. That's a 4-3 placement, Kairos. That's the next lesson.
Oh.
Because now what's going to happen is the musketeer is going to target onto the princess tower while the giant's
Oh,
all over
no!
that. So with this placement, 4 tiles from the river and 2 from the princess tower, the musketeer's going to target the tombstone. And that gives you opportunity to defend both of them. You can place it now. And it's going to swerve the giant way into the other lane. And the advantage of this is that the other princess tower starts locking onto it as well.
Nice. I see that.
Not even
just get
close.
wrecked.
That's perfect placement if you ask me. We're gonna do something fancy. You're gonna put it 3 tiles from the river, and the musketeer is going to target your princess tower. I want you to tank with an ice spirit, then it's gonna freeze it, and then skeletons on top.
Okay, I'm ready.
I love the fact that you keep saying you're ready, and for me, it's just like.
That's a risky placement. As soon as the giant crosses the bridge,
Yeah.
that tombstone's not gonna do much.
Oh,
That's
look
perfect.
at that. Perfect.
Oh, it was too late.
Tiny little bit, like a fraction.
Not
That was
bad.
good.
Okay, I'm gonna step in for this one.
That was better musketeer positioning. It'll make it a little bit easier for you.
That's where the ice spirit gets 1 hit, buying time for my skeletons.
Oh
Takes
my
out the giant and everything.
Oh my gosh.
The only person that can do that 100% of the time perfectly is Molite
So that was
and Morton.
5 elixir to stop a 9 elixir push.
I know you said it's really good, the Z Fold 5, for precision placement. It's fantastic for watching as well.
All right, Kairos, you got a lava hound in the corner, which means it can be 4 tiles from the river, but it almost always has to be 1 tile from the princess tower, or it won't pull it because it's air. You can put down, yeah. It's a little bit high, but that placement works just fine.
Okay.
So that was,
a very safe placement.
wow.
1 tile back works.
Okay.
But that means the Inferno Tower is tanking less. So Kairos's placement wasn't necessarily wrong. Maybe just 0 from the Princess Tower. Yes.
Oh,
That's a
that
juicy
looks beautiful
placement.
too.
There we go.
And then I'm guessing you can do something for the lava pups too, right? Or is it not worth the
If you
elixir
want
invest?
to, but the Inferno Tower is already tanking it. That was a beautiful placement. Only 1 lava pup connected. The Inferno Tower actually has 3 tiers of damage that ramp up. This is going to be a little more advanced. You're going to predict his Inferno by placing minions in front to distract the Inferno.
Can I zap early? Is that worth it?
Now, imagine if this was a real push with balloon or flying machine behind that lava hound. That tower would be gone. Now we're going to do something a little different, Kairos. You're going to want to put minions behind the lava hound, and you're going to want to zap his Inferno Tower right as it reaches tier 3 damage. Got the minions down. Let that do. That's a really nice zap there.
I don't know if it was right before tier 3, but I was happy with it.
You got a lot of damage.
But the zap does interrupt the Inferno Tower, and that's the type of timing that you want. That's why Lava Hound decks have zap or electro type units in there. Electro Dragon. Chapter 2.
Oh.
Macro strategy.
Whoa.
That was only micro placements.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't even talk about elixir management on defense, on offense, opposite lane push, split lane pushes, card counting, card rotations, sacrificing tower health for elixir trades.
Oh my goodness, OJ. You are speaking dirty words to me here.
We're going to be talking about elixir management on defense right now. You can gain an elixir advantage and maintain the elixir advantage. This is done by using what you learned from micro strategy, using cheap cards to counter your opponent's pushes so they struggle to get positive elixir trades on defense. Moving on to the second principle, this is where you counter push. I just defended 16 elixir with 13 elixir. On top of that, that elixir golem fed me 4 elixir. Now I have this knight on the map and I'm counter pushing with a graveyard
Looks impressive.
just to take out the tower.
No, that makes sense. So you can go into a counter push with your remaining troops.
Totally
You had
makes
the knight.
sense.
I had I defended everything for less elixir.
Yes.
Yep.
And I had the knight and I was 7 elixir above. So I knew I could afford a graveyard here.
And still be ready for a defense if you need it.
Exactly. I still had 5 elixir in case I need to defend with tombstone or whatever. Elixir management on offense. You can easily overcommit on offense where you push too hard and they have the appropriate counters to just stop your entire push. And now you have to deal with a whole Mega Knight. That's a little scary. Like, not only are you down elixir, you have to spend even more elixir to defend this. And this is struggling to defend the Mega Knight. Connects to the tower, you're doomed.
This was me when I did used to play Royale. As soon as I used to just send everything
Don't
in.
bridge spam, and then I do it
Bridge
anyways.
spam is so
Yeah.
fun though.
Typically, when you analyze why you've lost, it's generally because you've overcommitted in single elixir. I'm very guilty of this. I always do graveyard as first play, which is a terrible idea. Graveyard's meant to be a counter play. So overcommitting on defense is if you overdefend. Overcommitting is really bad, except for cases where you have an elixir advantage and they're lacking proper counters in hand. Because I rushed 8 elixir at the bridge, they've counter pushed me completely and I have literally nothing to defend this massive push now. And I basically threw the game because I threw stuff at the bridge. Now, that being said, it is okay to commit on offense if you know they're down on elixir. With the elixir giant in the back, I could just do a lumberjack balloon rush and they don't have enough to fully counter that push. This is especially true with fast cycle decks like Hog Rider, Ram Rider, or even bridge spam based decks with Bandit and Battle Ram that you know all too well, Kairos.
Yes.
Now I have the elixir to properly defend this Electro Giant,
And he's down
and
the
they're
tower.
down that.
He's wasted all the elixir, so he can't even add to the push.
You don't need to stop a 4 elixir Electro Wizard with a 7 elixir Mega Knight. Not only are you spending more, you've planted that Mega Knight at the bridge and you don't have time to build up the elixir to properly support him. And now they're going to be able to counter your entire push and you're going to have to deal with this nearly full health P.E.K.K.A. now.
So what card would you have used in that last situation instead? Because I believe you did not have graveyard.
Yeah, so
You probably used
in this
graveyard.
random deck, I would probably have just used Musketeer or Tombstone. Probably
not-
just Tombstone
not
if I
graveyard.
really wanted to defend that. If I'm confident I don't need a building to defend a tank.
I was calling it the wrong thing. I meant tombstone.
Depending on the type of deck that you have, it can be okay to sacrifice that tower health just so that you're up 4 elixir now. This is kind of a bad example because you did suffer 900 damage, but you are up 4 elixir.
So in that
Giving
case,
up your tower health to get positive elixir to turn that into greater damage. That's
Exactly.
I would always just instantly try and defend, but I bet that is more of a beginner thing, right?
well, and some troops don't even do a ton of damage.
Archers, you could ignore all the time.
Yeah, or goblins if they're by themselves, you know? Like sometimes you'll take one
That's like
little
an
hit.
epiphany for me.
His mind.
That's good.
is
Always
blown.
tried to defend the tower.
But if you have something like Ice Spear, that can just stop all of that. And it's only gonna get 1 hit on the tower, and you're basically trading 1 hit for +3 elixir in this case. It's especially okay to take damage on your stronger tower here. The left lane has way less health. The right side has full health. So in this exact case, it's overtime. You want to be up +4 elixir. You're sacrificing 900 health on the right side because you know you want to focus on taking out this side.
I feel like a 1 elixir card is always... Notice how I said card there rather than troop. I nearly did. 1 elixir card must always be worth defending, right? It's only 1 elixir. Or is it? Do you get
They're
that?
so valuable. Having skeletons or Ice Spirit are almost like a must. This is a rare case where if you're playing Golem Beatdown, a Hog Rider isn't going to be able to physically 3-crown you. It is okay in this case to sacrifice your Princess Tower entirely to just build up a massive push. Because they're down 8 elixir from this right side push. There's no way they're going to be able to defend this massive push now. P.E.K.K.A counters the Golem,
But he can't do
but
the air
I
troops
don't
or
think
the-
it's going to be able to counter all of that noise.
Especially with the Zap Dragon, it's gonna. make
Yeah,
it
the
free
Electro
target.
Dragon just made it retarget him to the goblins and everything else. Because of this, you're able to sacrifice the Princess Tower and just snowball for a 3-crown. Although this only holds true in the beatdown meta, which isn't always in season.
When you say
in
beat down,
season
that's
now?
just your follow-up troops.
Beatdown is an archetype of really heavy troops. That's basically beatdown, is these big snowball decks.
Is
Okay.
Siege even a thing anymore?
Siege is a big thing.
Okay.
Especially with Evolution Mortar.
People still hate it.
Not as much, because it got nerfed. It's balanced.
What about the Expo?
Expo, I think, was always balanced in my opinion.
I liked Expo, dude. I was a
So
dirty
did
Expo
I.
player on ladder.
Now we're talking about split pushes. You got 3 Musketeer, Skeleton Dragons, Royal Hogs. It's really hard to defend, especially when this type of deck is a fireball bait deck. They use their card that could counter your push, but they can only fireball the left side, so the right side's gonna get absolutely demolished. It's rather difficult to defend against split pushes if you don't have the proper
Are
counters.
3 Musketeer decks a thing now?
3 Musketeer decks were meta in like 2019, 2020. Not so much now, but you will see a lot of Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits. So you do have split archetypes still.
And I guess the only way to defend the split push is the central building stuff and trying to drag them into the middle, bit like what we're doing near the start.
If you're able to defend, let's say, the left side completely or mostly, then you can focus most of your efforts on the stronger side. Putting down buildings in the middle, especially Bomb Tower, would have very devastatingly stopped this push. Now we're talking about card counting and card rotations. As you notice, right after putting down my Hog Rider, you're gonna need to place down 4 more cards until he's back in rotation. Heal Spirit, 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 and now the Hog's back in rotation. This is the basic 4-card rotation that you have. But with champions in play, you can only play 1 champion at a time. That means you're on a 3-card rotation now. So once I place down the Hog Rider, I can place down 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Hog Rider is back in rotation now.
What?
Wow.
So
Yep.
So
Champion OP.
So she'll not go back into your deck until she dies, right?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh,
That's why champions are so busted.
Oh my gosh.
They make everything fast cycle.
wow. So is fast cycle like the meta right now?
It has been, and that's why Beatdown hasn't been meta in a long time. We haven't seen Golem in like 2 years.
This is making me feel like I need to just buy a champion just so I can use it to win the galaxy battles.
Not everyone uses champions, and it's not the end-all be-all anymore. They're balanced a bit more, but still.
So which one should
love
I
how
get
your
to win
mind
the
just went to
galaxy
buying
battles?
them.
I'm not
You can
gonna
buy those.
I'm not gonna
Archer Queen
grind
is
it.
pretty versatile in almost every deck.
Okay, good to know.
But it's not gonna guarantee you. A pro is still gonna beat you without a champion.
You're the only pro in Clash Royale, in my opinion here.
Sir Tag.
Or Tag is going to be okay.
wow.
So no way I'm beating Tag. No way I'm beating you. I mean, maybe I could beat you if it's like
You're gonna beat me because I bridge spam. I'm a coach. So we're talking about 3-card rotation. Cycle decks take advantage of this so you can cycle your win condition more often and out-cycle their counters. If you catch them off cycle, you're going to force them to defend with a more expensive card. So in this case, I was able to defend with the skeletons, but if you cycle fast enough, they might need to defend with a fireball, and then you're up 2 elixir.
Wall breakers, like they look like cheap ones. So would they do a lot
They're
of
wall
damage?
breakers. These are 2 elixir wall breakers that you almost can never ignore. Because
Really?
guess what? When both of them connect, that's 800 damage.
Ow.
For 2 elixir?
The wall breaker cycle is pretty meta.
Wow. Wall breaker.
But it's hard to play. It is challenging to count all 4 cards in their hand. It's easier to pick one specific card that's particularly important for your deck and track that one card. So you can see here I have Barbarian Barrel in rotation. I was holding that for their Goblin Barrel, which counters that. So you don't have to track all 8 cards. Sometimes you just have to track what their win conditions are and hold your counters to their win condition.
I'm going to be giving you a lot of watch time on this video, okay?
Taking everything that you've both learned, let's apply that. And I want to see you guys 1v1.
Oh.
Kairos was one of the best bridge spam players in the world
I
at
think
one
I
point.
invented it. I don't know if anybody else had this specific. I invented this deck. It became super meta. Some pros played it, and then it became popular. But when I was playing it, before everybody knew how ridiculously strong it was, I dominated.
Because you hit 12 wins back to back to back to back to back.
10
I have no
times.
doubt that a pro copied you.
In a grand
brought
challenge.
it into CRL and won. Vietnam won
Yes.
with bridge spam.
That's right. That's what it was.
All right, well, I'm going with some deck anyway.
Cool.
If you do want help, I think you should click the Discord link for Royale API, and that's going to have all the decks you can build.
OJ, are you going to spot me since Kairos is secretly OP?
Your damage dealers are going to be Prince and Goblin Giant.
Expo,
Wait,
baby.
you picked Expo? I thought you said it was the first deck.
The first one that I had all of the cards to.
Expo. All right. How are you going to defend this, Kairos? What do you have? It almost looks like you have a graveyard.
No, I do not.
What in the world are you playing, Kairos? What has a baby dragon knight right now?
Dude, nothing has a baby dragon knight right now.
Do you have
my gosh,
bridge spam
that
on here?
package
I
just
do.
crushed me. Okay, I'm going to try and kite it. 4 and 2. The Expo. It didn't work. Oh, it did.
Really good goblins to pull the Expo there.
Yeah, that was great.
Judo, I thought you were going to be annihilated, but this is actually not bad.
No, this is pretty good.
Thank you.
That's a really good fire spear, too. And hold the,
Oh my
the baby
gosh.
dragon.
Okay.
My goodness, Judo, your placements are actually pretty
Yeah, that was
decent.
good.
You're a good trainer, OJ. I'm just letting my elixir go up. I
Wait,
don't
my
wanna
lessons
overcommit.
actually worked?
I don't want to overcommit. I'm going to try and just use the building as a old school. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I overcommitted and I can't defend.
You should have pumped up after defending, but that's okay.
Oh, baby.
Kairos, the split lane. I didn't even need to teach you that.
He
You
is, he
invented bridge
is.
spam.
Oh my gosh.
It's like you knew that he overcommitted, so you did battle ram in the right lane. That
Oh,
was,
yes. Yes.
oh my goodness. That's a full health P.E.K.K.A. And then Kairos is probably going to put down a battle ram on the right side now.
Okay.
Because he knows
Okay.
full well.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay.
I'm sorry, Judo. No matter what I say, there's not much I can do. Kairos could beat me. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
got
except
2
I've done a
P.E.K.K.A.s on-
terrible
How do you-
job sim.
You've got the hacks in. He's got to be cheating. How do you get that much
Even
elixir?
so, though, I'm thoroughly impressed with your first defense, Judo.
No, the
you
first
pulled
defense was
everything.
amazing.
You pulled the baby dragon with the ice spirit, froze it, and then it pulled into the expo.
Yeah, the
that
first
was
one was great. I was not
that was
expecting
an insane defense. I was like, you know what? This is actually going to be a tight match.
I was worried that he was going to go on the offense. I wasn't counting elixir, but if he had elixir, I was in a rough spot because I did not have anything.
But hey, OJ, that was amazing. Thank you so much for coaching me. I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the Galaxy Battle Superverse event. I'm going to watch your video over and over to prepare.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
You can all check out the Galaxy Battle Superverse in the link to the description down below to sign up. There's a $100,000 prize pool. Huge shout out to Samsung Galaxy for sponsoring this entire video. You can check out Judo and Kairos' videos where they coach me on their games.